Well, howdy there, camper. Welcome to Camp Write A Lot. You might be wondering, who are you? And what's Camp Write A Lot? My name is Shay, but you might know me as Oh Hey Shay on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer. I stream a variety of things over on Twitch, typically between cozy adventure games like Legend of Zelda, Infinity Nikki, Stardew Valley. And then on weekends, I typically do co-working streams, which might be familiar to those of you who are aware of the concept of either the Pomodoro timer or body doubling. It's a little bit of both. This idea of doing a productivity sprint where for a certain chunk of time you sit down and you work towards a goal, and at the end of that time you take a small break and then you rinse and repeat. But in these co-working streams, we do it together. Camp Write A Lot is a writing event that I am starting for the first time this August 2025. Camp Write A Lot is a month-long community writing event where a bunch of people get together and we all form similar goals to reach in our writing projects. And we all cheer each other on and try to reach our goals by the end of 31 days. Legit had to check if there were 31 days in August. I almost forgot for a moment there. So yeah, the general idea of Camp Write A Lot is that it is a month-long writing event where a bunch of people will get together, we'll all make our own various writing goals, and then we're all just going to cheer each other on and try to complete them. Truly that simple. So who can join Camp Write A Lot? Camp Write A Lot is for everybody. You don't have to have written a book before. You don't have to be a published author. It's actually better if you're not. If this is your first time ever writing a book, if you've had a novel idea cooking in there for like the last several years and you haven't done anything about it, this is the time. This is the time to do something about it. So yeah, this is for people of all experience levels with writing. I don't care if you've never written a day in your life. I don't care if you've never written a novel before. I don't care if you've written many novels. I don't care if you've published novels. This is for anybody who has a goal that they want to try to accomplish. This is also for people who are in all stages of working on a book or a novel. This is for people who are maybe just starting to entertain the idea of outlining a book, people who might be writing for the first time, people who might be in the middle and trying to finish writing a book, people who might be trying to revise their book, query a book, etc., etc. Okay, so how does Camp Write A Lot work? First, you have to pick your project. Before you can start writing something, you actually have to decide what you're going to write. So you need to decide what you're going to work on for the month of August. This can be a book, this can be poetry collection, short story collection, a third thing I can't think of, screenplays, video game scripts. Anything that can be written can be a project for Camp Write A Lot. We even have some folks who will be joining Camp Write A Lot who will be doing less writing involved goals like crafting. Once you've chosen what project you want to work on during camp, it's time to choose your cabin. Everybody gets a cabin. Everyone likes being sorted into a little house, and this is no different. But you get to choose which cabin you're a part of, and the cabin that you get to be part of for Camp Write A Lot depends on what your goal is. So once you have a project, you need to find a cabin that aligns with your goals. And we have an offering of 4 different cabins. There's the Writer's Lodge, which is for people who are trying to write a book, either for the first time or are still working on a draft. We have Revision Retreat, which is a cabin for people who are revising a work in progress that they've already finished, whether that's for the first time or the second revision, what have you. Then we have Plotter's Cottage, which is for people who are trying to outline a story or a novel or what have you for the very first time. Or someone who, if you've just had this idea floating around for a while and you want to keep working and flesh out an idea into a more structured outline. And then last of all, we have Catch-All Cabin. Catch-All Cabin is for all the friends who would like to join, but don't really want to involve themselves in a writing project this year. That's fine. If you're a crafter, a reader, a gamer, come on by and join the Catch-All Cabin and set yourself a goal for a certain amount of projects to complete, games to beat, books to read, what have you. Once you've chosen a cabin, aka your sort of goal, you need to set yourself a exact goal. We're shooting for the stars here. Now this can be how many pages you want to write, how many words you want to write, how many crafts you want to complete, or even just an overall goal of I want to finish my outline. Now that you've picked a project, chosen a cabin, and committed to a goal, it's time to just sit back and write and collect badges, because who doesn't love collecting badges? We all love badges. I really loved the idea of having sort of a stamp rally type theme for this event, because I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm super motivated by the idea of collecting little trinkets. So for anybody who takes part in Camp Write A Lot during the month, you'll be able to collect all sorts of badges. These will be digital badges that you will unlock as sort of achievements in a video game for doing certain things during the month, like reaching certain progress goals or milestones. One of the very first badges that you can collect is for answering the "What kind of writer are you?" personality quiz, which sorts you into one of 4 different writer personalities. As you participate in Camp Write A Lot during the month, you can start taking those digital badges and slapping them on your little badge collection checklist and try to get them all. So what's Camp Write A Lot going to be like? What does a virtual writing event look like? Okay, I got you. What Camp Write A Lot is going to be is a collection of streams and community hangouts on Twitch and Discord throughout the month of August. So every Sunday and Wednesday and Friday, we will have streams over on my Twitch channel, Oh Hey Shay, where we'll be doing either co-working sprints, where we'll be all working together and doing sprints of productivity and writing, and then little break periods for us to chat and relax, trying to reach our Camp Write A Lot goals. Fridays, we'll do celebration events where we're going to do events that you can win extra badges, like art show, trivia night, an animal party sports ball tournament. And then on Saturdays, we're going to have it a bit of a wind down time where in the mornings, Eastern Standard Time, we're going to all get together in Discord and do Discord writing sprints. So how do you become a camper? You just need to show up. That's really it. As long as you show up to Twitch streams and participate, or you can join the Discord. The link will be down below both for the Twitch and the Discord, and show up for those events. That's really all it is. If you can't make any of the streams or Discord hangout sessions, it's totally okay just to join the Discord and participate in the forums. We'll be hanging out there and sort of creating a community around helping each other get through writer's block and other issues that you might be running into as you're writing a novel or outlining a novel for the first time. So, okay, a quick revision of what you need to do if you want to join Camp Write A Lot. You need to follow me, Oh Hey Shay, at twitch.tv. You need to join the Discord and make sure you have, I think you might need to have 2FA authentication or something for the Discord. Make sure you sign up for the Discord and do all the security stuff for it. Once you've followed me on Twitch and you signed up for the Discord, you will pick a project and you can fill out our little all about me form, which will have a place for you to fill in your name, your photo, your age, your pronouns if you like to share that, what cabin and project, and what goal you've set yourself for the month. Then you'll pick your cabin, you'll choose your goal for the month, and then you'll start collecting your first badges. All right, slow down there, camper. We got some rules we gotta set down before we can go any further. Here are some rules before you join Camp Write A Lot. Number 1, no self-promo. Please do not join this event if you're just looking for a place to self-promote the book that you're working on. We're all about lifting each other up in this space and giving each other the support we need, and also celebrating our wins. If you finish a work in progress and you're really excited to get that shit queried or to self-publish or whatever you're doing with your book, that is so fantastic. But please do not make that the only point of you being in this community. This is not the space. Number 2, no info dumping without consent. I get it. It's really easy to get very excited for a book that you're working on, an idea that you're working on, and want to share all about it. or to get really worked up because like you're trying to figure something out and you just want someone to like vent to or back up ideas back and forth on, please don't do that without asking for consent first. As much as this space is for people to get that sort of support for your writing projects, that doesn't mean that you get to do that without asking for consent from people first. People should have the choice of whether or not they want to help you. Before you go and info dump the problem that you're working on in a Twitch stream or a Discord hangout session, please go look in our Discord and see if there is a forum currently open in the Camp Write A Lot channel that you can discuss the issue on. And if there's not, feel free to create it yourself or reach out to myself or a mod so that it can be created for you. Number 3, please don't just offer criticism. Offer solutions. A big part of being a part of any sort of writers community is being able to be a good writing buddy. And being a good writing buddy means knowing when to not just offer criticism or critique, but solutions. That's the definition of constructive criticism. It means not just being like, I think your book needs more stakes. It means being like, I think you could raise your stakes by adding in this other character. Be precise, give exact things. If you want to receive good feedback and good constructive criticism on what you're working on, do your best to offer that to other people as well. Let me give an example real quick of what it's going to look like to fill out your All About Me. So this is an example of what a completed All About Me sign-up form will look like for Camp Write A Lot. Top, you can fill in your name, your age, I'll be 30 by the time this starts, your pronouns, if you would like to share, and which cabin you're a part of. If you're not sure what cabin you're a part of, feel free to look at the cabins, which cabin are you sheet, which will be found in the description down below. Once you've chosen your cabin, you can list out the project you'll be working on, the genre that you're working on, and a short premise about the project that you're working on. And then you can also write your goal. So for me, my project is Aggie's Wandering Bake Shop. My genre is cozy fantasy, and this is my premise. There's also a little place for you to put a little bit of image inspo for what you're working on here. And the cabin that I'm a part of is the Writer's Lodge, which is the cabin for people who are trying to work on finishing a draft. And then you can put your very first badge that you collect before camp even starts. It's your writer badge. This is the badge that you'll collect by answering the "what kind of writer are you" personality quiz, which is really just you decide, are you a obsessive owl, a fickle froggy, a fanciful fox, or a bashful bear? And once you've decided, you can hop on over and take your badge and plop it on in here. Beautiful. Fantastic. My goal for the month of August is to work on Aggie's Wandering Bake Shop and to reach a total of 70k words before the month is through. But yeah, that's it. That's Camp Write A Lot. I hope you join for the month of August. Even if you think that you're not a writer and that writing a book is too big of a goal for you, come on by, hang out. Maybe you'll get some inspiration to finally outline or work on a story idea that you've been wanting to work on for a real long time, because you deserve to have your book be written, you know? If you have any questions about Camp Write A Lot or how things will work, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them if I can, and maybe even make follow-up videos that will explain things a bit more if there's any confusion. Looking forward to seeing you all at camp this summer. This is Camp Counselor Shay, signing off.